Good morning, everybody. This is Rachelle with Grief Recovery with Rachelle. It's been a long time, so I thought, I better check back in and see how people are doing. Of course, I got all dressed up for the occasion. No, I didn't. But I've been thinking, how's everyone doing after the summer vacation, after all the breaks and the trips and the whatever, and now we're all back in school. We're all back in school, we're all back to work, probably most of us. Kids are probably gone away to college. How are you feeling? If you're anything like me, maybe you've been feeling a little sad, a little what we would call depressed or extra tired or just not in the mood or, gosh, what are some of the other things I use? Just like I'm taking a break. I'm taking an emotional break. Yeah, I'm human. I'm human. We get tired, and all of those changes of being on vacations and trips and summer breaks and now going back to work, that's a loss, isn't it? We were having a good time. Most of us, I think I do know some people who are like, goodness, I can't wait to get back to structure and scheduling and all of those sorts of things. And those do have their place. But for me, I didn't want to start again. I didn't want to go back. I have one kid going to middle school for the first time, one being by herself at elementary for the first time. My husband going back to work. I didn't want that to happen. I mean, I did because I'm grateful for the job, but I didn't. See that conflict? That's grief. We went to England to visit some family. It was my first time there. I live in Southern California where it's a bazillion degrees. It was not a bazillion degrees in England, and I really enjoyed that change of temperature. I enjoyed that family connection. And so I came back and just kind of fell in a rabbit hole and kept falling in every single little thing that would happen. Maybe my husband and I would have a disagreement or whatever it was, just was like another kick to get me deeper in my hole. That's how I do it in my spirit. I just kind of fall. And so I found myself after a couple of weeks just not okay. So I did my own grief work, the same steps that you all would learn in your classes that you would take, your 7 or your 8-week class, whatever it might be. I had to apply them to myself. Again, I'm always having to apply them to myself. Sometimes I can just apply the steps for some smaller things, quicker things, maybe a quick disagreement. But if it's going deep, I need to sit and actually take the time to do the work. Really, the whole point of this video, what's heavy on my heart, is I just want you to know that you are normal. You're completely normal to just be having a hard time to get into routine or feeling sad about it and feeling embarrassed to be sad about it because maybe you have a friend who's struggling for a job and you have one and you're like, I'm not really excited to go back, or whatever. Maybe your kids are in school and this person has lost their kids or they're grown adults somewhere else, right? Whatever reason we decide to hole up and not tell the truth about how we're feeling, we get there. And the point is, I just want you to know that you are completely normal and you're completely okay as far as having these emotions. Of course, we don't want to stay there. We don't want to be stuck in our sadness or our grief or for me, it's a rabbit hole. We want to do grief work. We want to get healthy again. We want to find our footing. I don't know a whole lot of people who are excited and content to stay friends with their brokenheartedness, but you don't have to. You can call a grief recovery specialist near you and get some new tools. How do you find your footing? It's not therapy. We're not going to talk through all of the things that are going on with you, and you don't have to completely open all doors of, every scenario to me. It's just a matter of learning these tools that you can apply to your life not necessarily on your own. You usually do have a partner. If I'm your partner, maybe we have a partner in a class setting. The point is, you're okay. You're not freakishly broken or crazy or something like this because you have emotion. You're human. Humans have emotion. And sometimes we as humans need help digging ourselves out. So if you find yourself full of pain, upon memories or situations, if you find yourself isolating and feeling alone because of your pain, whether that's by choice or by accident, you didn't realize it or whatever, it's what you've learned. If you find yourself with pain, isolation, and loneliness as a result of anything, can I please encourage you to find the grief recovery specialist nearest you by visiting griefrecoverymethod.com. You don't have to be stuck there. You can find your joy again. You have to fight for it. You have to work. It doesn't come for free. So I love you. I hope this video helps you just to know that you're normal and you are lovable and you're worth fighting for, even if you have to fight for yourself. I'll talk with you next time.